All right, what's going on? You know what we do here at WBLS on this Deja Vu Show. Always have your favorite celebs on the air, right? Playing the music. But when they're in the building, we go crazy. We got this guy who's an icon, multiple Grammy Award winner, songwriter, dancer, lover of music. Kirk Franklin's in the building.
What's up, love?
How are you, Kirk?
I'm good, Queen. Thank you for having me.
Listen, it's summertime. Guns out, sun's out. Look at this. Who been doing the push-ups? Come on, Karen. What is your fitness workout looking like right about now?
Well, you know what started for me started in COVID. That's what happened in COVID. You know, is I didn't do well in COVID, and I really struggled with my mental health in COVID. A lot of depression because I'm such an extrovert, and the world shutting down. It didn't do well for me, and so we were blessed to have a little spot in the house. You know, where we always worked out at, and so I just found myself lost in there day and night. And you know how it is as a black man, you start seeing a little bit of results,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then you just start
and then your wife started looking like,
yeah, facts on everything, and so you just start dialing in, and then when you start finding out all of the health benefits, you know, all of the mental health benefits of staying in shape and dieting, and so I started to lean in that because COVID happened at the beginning of my 50s, and so you know it was a divine time to reset, readjust, and so I mean the way I eat. Just how I process food and just my time. I'm a gym rat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the gym at 6:30 almost every morning.
You know what?
Cardio.
My husband, how? Okay, for COVID, for me, I didn't want to be shut in. I want to be shut down from everybody.
Yeah.
But I found comfort in that ice cream. Found comfort in the little pot pie and the the biscuits I was making because I was home.
Facts.
How did you not go the other route? What deterred you from that route?
Well, first of all, that's a good question. I think that some situation make people better, and the same situation can make another person bitter.
Yeah.
It all depends on the compass of what you are already naturally directed in. So it's the compass of your own spirit and soul, and what direction the wind blows you in. And so for me, finding that peace in that physical space was what I leaned into, and for others it does lean in another direction, and I think that's why we have to be, as humans, we have to be very compassionate with one another,
right?
Because we don't know what the tests of life can really do to a person.
Exactly.
And
back to what you said, like the mental health issue of it.
Yeah,
it could be one way for
it's
somebody
both
else.
the same. It's
right.
both the same, but because that person that is binge eating and all those spaces, that's a mental reaction as well.
Right.
It's a mental response, and so that's why we have to handle each other with a lot of love and care.
Well, you are handling business, my brother. Come on now. Are we going to have a Kirk Franklin fitness program? Can we sign up today?
We'll see. You know, really, there's been a little bit more talks and conversations about.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because you know what? A lot of us in the church folks,
especially.
We don't really lean towards the health like we could.
We always had that, you know, that mother in the church that had sugar.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? That leg was gone, that foot was gone. You know.
You're so right.
Yeah. So we've been talking about how to make it something that can be inspirational and just not a vain space. You know, so they don't look like vanity. You know, but something like, you know, hey, this is what happened for me, and I want to be able to tangibly show you how you can be able to walk it out yourself. So no, we're in discussions. The challenge is I love music so much. I'm trying to figure out.
But you can do that. We can have a workout, Kirk Franklin Christian workout songs and all that. Yo, I'm already envisioning the whole thing. Come on.
No. Really, we are trying to be able to map it out because it's something that we really want to get into.
That would be super dope.
Thank you.
All right, so now back to the music. You're here promoting this new project that you have with Karen Clark Sheard.
Yeah.
The legendary Karen Clark Sheard of the Clark sisters.
Facts.
How did this come about? Because I know you all were out on tour and doing different things, but how did you all decide? Had you worked before, like on a project?
No. Well, you know, for years I've been having people whisper, and I've been seeing all the comments on socials for years in my career, that a lot of people miss the old Kirk. They miss the silver and gold writing. They miss the old black church Sunday morning writing.
Yeah.
The songs God was giving me back in the day, like More Than I Can Bear, and the live albums and all of that. And so, but the thing is, because when I started to see, like, okay, people were wanting it, but the aesthetic of the world that they were in was changing. Like like a lot of churches were getting rid of their choirs.
They
what I'm saying?
So many have like only 5 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're doing your praise and worship songs.
So it's like you talking about
but
so you yelling at me, talking about you want the old school music, but then if I do it, who we gonna do it with? Because they replaced the organ with the acoustic guitar.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So now everything has more of another culture sounding space. Is that I wanted to finally respond to those that said that they wanted that.
Okay.
So I did 7 live church songs.
Wow.
In a church with a choir and band and all of that. And and these are like old Kirk songs.
Right.
And so this song is the first offering of that body of work that's coming now. It's a body of work that's going to have 7 live church songs. It's a double album.
Oh, wow.
7 live church songs with some great features, and then 7 studio songs with some great features. And the studio version, that's like the ratchet Kirk, stomp,
But we can move our
looking
songs.
Looking for you, I smile.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And then these are like the Hosanna, my life is in your hands song, Silver Gold song. Yeah.
Don't get it started.
And this is my first time ever in my career, Queen, where I'm doing an album that has both. First time ever. Yeah.
Why? What took so long? Just wasn't the right time?
Just thinking of ideas. I think that it's just the ideas that come, you know. I think that you move when God downloads.
Come on.
Think about it, because, we ain't in charge.
Right.
So we can only respond to what he loans us. Dig?
But I think the cool part of where we are right now, because like you said, you can see on social what people are wanting.
Yeah.
So this might also be able to, move things even further, because you're giving them exactly. Got to give the people give them what they want.
Especially. Yes. And Quincy Jones said it so plainly once. He said, give the people what they want and put your art on the wall.
Ooh, I like it.
That's fire, right?
I like it.
So, I'm here to be able to respond to what the people said they wanted. So dropping tonight at midnight is this first offering, this live joint with me on piano, big choir, and Karen Clark Sheard.
Thank You for Everything is the name of the song, correct?
Yeah.
What's the name of the actual project? Or have you...
I don't want to get that away.
Come on! Exclusive!
This is going to get away. It's because we're also going to drop music from the other side, too.
Got it.
So,
So when you did the live things, were they all at one... Was it all one location, or you did a different place?
No. All one night.
So you got that whole energy all on this.
Church audience.
Yes.
Folk came in, tambourine.
Come on.
I told everybody to dress like Sunday best. The sisters had on hats. Yeah. So it was a beautiful day in December, and so I'm excited about this because it feels like old Kirk.
So when you guys were rehearsing this, you and Karen, how was it like? Do you get intimidated by legends? You're a legend as well, but they've been in this thing since they were like little kids. Did you feel some kind of way like, okay, I need you to sing this kind of way, Karen? And does she look at you like, Kirk, I know what I'm doing? Or how does that flow when you're in the studio and then taking it live onto wherever the stage is?
Yeah. Well, Karen didn't rehearse with me on this song.
She didn't?
I told her about the idea of the song. I told her what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to be around for a while too. So when I call people and kind of give them direction, they have confidence in the direction that I'm giving them. And when I say, this is what I want you to do, this is the space I want you to deliver it. And I'm telling them what to do because I know what they're capable of doing. So I'm not giving direction to somebody that I know, if I give you the ball, I know you know how to run. And I've watched you run. That's why I called you for this song. And so she didn't come to Texas for rehearsal. I just called her and told her what I wanted to do. And so when the day of the session, a day or two before the session, we rehearsed a little bit backstage, you know what I'm saying? Just to get her comfortable. But then after that,
she just flowed.
I knew what she was going to do.
That's crazy. See, that makes me even more excited to hear the rest of the project. This song right here, and hearing it sounds like it's an altar call. Okay, I got to come up here. I'm already up here. Oh,
Yeah. No.
Because it hits. I think the music that you're talking about, that people wanted, that you're serving us with, is what hits you right in that spirit in this time period. We see so many crazy things going on. And we need to draw from that. So when you're coming up with the lyrics or whatever the song thing, where do you come from with inspiration? Even like right now with this project?
Great question, Queen. This one was a hard one for me. These songs, I ain't gonna cap to none of y'all listening. These 7 songs were the hardest thing I've ever done.
Why?
Because I've been so far removed from that type of writing. Because again, when you start seeing the church choirs leave and the church culture change, you don't think people want that anymore. So you move on to the Imagine Me's, and I'm writing now. What's the song? I don't want to love nobody but you. You know what I'm saying. So I've already,
Yes.
So I'm moving on in different spaces. Writing hooks for Chance and for Kanye and for all these other people now, and I'm not really in spaces where I'm using that muscle. So it was really hard. These songs took me about a year to write.
Really?
A year.
So when you went in, did you have like a specific theme for each one, or did you just let it flow? God just let it flow through me.
Just God. I need it's the same process that I've always done my whole life. My whole theory is God's the pen, I'm the ink, the world's the paper.
Wow, I like that. God's the pen, I'm the ink, the world is the paper. That's dope.
Yeah. And that dropped in my head. I'm telling you, I started thinking like that at 26. So like early on in my career, I would always say that I'm not a songwriter. God's the writer. He's just loaning me stuff. And when when he wants to write a song, I just need to make sure that when he grabs the pen, it's full of ink. And so that's how I've tried. And so even with these songs, like, God, I need you to loan your son some songs. I need it. So I'm in there, and a lot of ideas I was trying, they wasn't hitting. It didn't
work.
Like I have about 3 or 4 homeboys that for the last 20 years, that's who I call.
That's your sounding board.
I call them and like, nah, bro, that sucked, bro. That's whack. What are you doing? That's ugly.
Yeah.
But, go back to God. He'd tell you that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just raw, and so, like, I'm calling my homeboys, and it took a long time.
Wow.
It was, and many days I got discouraged.
What do you do when you get discouraged? Like, you're Kirk Franklin. You are the inspirational guy. We see you up in here on these stages. What do you do? Just in real talk, like,
I have
throw
a
it
question
down,
for
you throw it away?
I have a question, Queen. You ain't ever read the book? You haven't read Psalms?
Well, of course.
You haven't read
David
Psalms?
laments all the
Come
time.
on. Come on.
We be in there right there with them. They be like, curse these enemies.
One
God,
day he happy, one day he depressed, one day he cocky and trying to, number the people.
Counting everybody.
Yeah. Another day he can't find God.
Right.
That's me. Yeah. That's you. That's us. That's us. And I hate the perfect church Christian picture that we've painted.
Right.
You need to go back and read these Bible characters. It's
Come
a hot
on.
mess. You need to read these boys. These boys need to be locked up. These boys need to be locked up.
But that's
these
so
boys
true,
need to build some child support.
Child support, murder, everything.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing about it, and I think because, of course, in the world, everybody thinks Christians supposed to be so pure and this and that and perfect.
Love. Can you imagine TMZ
Yo.
during Moses' time, during Solomon? How many wives does Solomon have?
Right. Thousands, 700.
Can you imagine the drama? You talking about Real Housewives?
Oh my God,
bro! If TMZ was around when Solomon was,
somebody needs to do that as a skit. That would be crazy, like for real.
Bro, can you imagine?
And then all the stuff that they did. But this is what I'm saying. Where do the people get the perfect person from with this?
Don't know.
Within Christianity, when you look at the Bible and everybody God has used is flawed.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. This is a theory that came up a long time ago. Is that when you are attempting to do something and you're not able to do it, the easiest thing to do then is criticize it. Because when you criticize it, it makes you feel better because you can't do it.
Right.
And so I think that the Christianity that we've presented to people is almost unreachable. And so that level of perfection historically.
Right.
And so when you can't do it, only thing you know to do is to criticize it. And so I believe that was the origin of why there's such sometimes a negative construct within Christian culture, is because it is a group of people that realize that the mark themselves, because really the truth is, the bar is, there's only one person that can live the Christian life.
Of course.
And that's Jesus.
Right.
And he wants to live it every day through us. And when we fall and stumble, he's like, that's why I died. That's why I came. But that level of grace he gives us is not the level of grace I give you.
It's our human
It's
side.
very confusing. It's very, and I'm gonna tell you
is.
something. And I've been rocking with Jesus is my guy. Like we mad cool. Like I know my boy.
Right.
You know, I got his number. He know mine. He come to the crib. We've been chilling for a long time. Before Kanye walked with him, he was walking with me. I mean,
Come on, Kirk.
that's my guy. I still don't understand us.
Right.
I really, really don't. And I'm an OG in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't understand the hateful spirit that we create a place for people to grow. Nobody can grow in an environment that doesn't inspire you to grow.
Right.
It's like when you want to set me up to fail, how can I ever become the best me? And I want to be the best Christian I can be, but I will never on this side of heaven ever be like him. Mm-hmm. Neither will you. So we might as well be in the hospital together as patients instead of you responding to me like you the doctor. You're not the doctor. You're a patient in the bed with me.
Come on.
There's only one doctor and there's only one hospital and everybody can come.
Now, you've given us the old time gospel, you said, on this project, but you also have the other things, and you touched on it for a minute. Yeah. You said you've been working a lot with a lot of the hip hop artists. I've been seeing stuff with GloRilla, Chance, all this stuff. How do you balance the two? Because I'm sure there's always flack. People always got stuff to say, but how do you balance the two when you're going in to write a hook for somebody that's in hip hop?
Well, first of all, when it comes to the chat of the people, you know, something beautiful happens when you turn 50.
You don't care.
Bro.
Although I'm 29 and holding.
Bro.
Hold on.
Well, I ain't going to capture you. I love letting people know that I'm 56.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. I feel grown man.
Right.
I got grown man energy.
Come on, grown man energy.
I feel it. And I really give zero cares.
we don't give a flip flop.
Yeah, so you know, and I really don't. I feel so good at being the best me for the King. Yeah, I do. And so when I'm in those spaces writing for people or working for people, some of these people you'll hear on the other 7 songs. You know, it feels.
And he still won't tell me who they are yet, y'all.
It feels very much like a mission field.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it feels like a mission field. It feels like an assignment to go get them. You know, and that's all I'm trying to do, man. Like, you know, Queen, my life goal is all I'm trying to do is keep the conversation of God relevant in culture. Yes. That's all I want to do. Yeah. I want 20 years from now for this to say, yo, man, they still talking about God. The conversation ain't changed. You know, it's a 2,000-year-old conversation that I'm doing my best that I can to have relevant ways to present it and deliver it, but the message stays the same. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That's the message. God love you so much he sent somebody to come get you. Yeah. And he won't stop doing it till he gets you.
Come on.
That's the message.
We're going to have to do Reverend Kirk up in here for real.
Reverend Kirk is crazy. Reverend Kirk?
Reverend Kirk.
That's dirty work right there. That's dirty.
All right, so moving from the music to just family life, what do you and Tammy do? What does date night look like for y'all? Because you out here on the road promoting the music, you're in the studio doing whatever. Yeah. When do we get some quality time with you? What does that look like?
You know, it can look like a multiplicity of things. You know, Tammy's a simple girl. Tammy, you know, you sit on the couch and binge watch a show with her. You know, and she's good. You know, y'all pray for Tammy because there's a lot been married to me.
I can imagine.
It's a lot been married to me. You know, it's because I was doing this when I got married. You see what I'm saying? You know, Melodies from Heaven and While We Sing, Sing and Gold, those songs were out before I got married.
Were they?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. So I've been doing this, and this is a lot of energy, you know. And I got married on a Saturday and was on tour that Tuesday.
Are you serious?
Not capping at all.
What happened to my honeymoon? We just said I do, and you peaced out?
We did something, like we got married in January, did honeymoon that summer. Okay. Yeah, but you know, this is what I do. If I don't do this, I die. You know, Tammy has always had to live with this other woman. She's always had to live with this other love, because that's how when I'm around them, I mean, we talk about it. It's
but I mean, has that caused friction? And
God, yes. Yeah. God, yes. Yeah. Are you kidding me? How could it not?
I know, but
I'm at a dinner date with you, and a song I did drop in my head. And I say, excuse me, I got to go outside and put this in my phone, because if I don't, who gonna pay the bill at the restaurant?
True. But at the same time, it's supposed to be about you and me.
I I know. That's why y'all
that's
gotta pray.
hard.
That's hard. That's hard. And that's why I salute her. That's why I try to appreciate her as much as I can, because can you imagine being married to that? But the beautiful thing is, she knew what she was signing up for. I wasn't selling socks.
Right.
You know, living in her mama and daddy basement with her, and we had a 1-year-old baby, and she holding the baby while I'm going to do auditions. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, I was him when we got married. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'd gone from living out of my, car, sleeping in my car, and eating food stamps and going to the pawn shop. You know, by God's grace, by the time I got married, the trajectory of my career. But then also outside of that, I met music when I was 4. Wow. I started playing when I was 4, not 4, but 4. You know what I'm saying? So, she was my girlfriend since I was 4. And being adopted and not having a mom and daddy, music was the first thing told me to love me. So it's going to be hard to compete with her.
Yeah.
Music,
but as a person who's grown, have you learned to balance it a little more, or does it still... And she's just making sessions. It's like, okay, this is my man, being my man. Let me go.
I will never be arrogant to make my own judgment of my growth. I will always give her the freedom to let people know how that growth is. It's because that's her story to tell. That's her side. Because I would never disrespect her for me to say, oh yeah, I've grown. I'm just this. I can do. No, I'm always having to check. How am I doing? Yeah. How am I doing?
That's good. Well, that's good that you are aware enough to be able to do that.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Think about it. When you see people that are borderline weird genius, creatives, they always have these quirks and ways that you can only imagine. It's difficult. I mean, think about it. Most creatives and artists, whatever, on their 2nd, 3rd, 4th marriage, and you know what I mean. It's difficult having that balance. Like my illustrations, I think y'all will love this illustration. You remember when Mike Tyson was at his height of his career?
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson was killing people. You remember that?
Almost literally, but yes.
But you know what I'm saying? He would knock you out in first 30 seconds, right? Like he was a monster at his height. Can you imagine if he had a match that Sunday and that Monday he had to go to a PTA meeting? Can you imagine that same Mike Tyson having to sit there and say, and little Billy needs to work a little bit more on his match? It would be very difficult for him to take all that energy and that Monday morning sit in a PTA meeting. That's difficult. And I think that's the reality of a lot of the creatives that we look at, is that it's difficult living with that. It's difficult living. Like Take Me to the King. God gave me Take Me to the King for Tamla Man at 1:30 in the morning. At 1:30 in the morning.
So you woke up out of a sound sleep?
David Mann called me and said, Kirk, we're ready for you to write this book. I told David Mann, I said, David, let me be the last person y'all call. It's because I was working on some other thoughts. I said, David, let me be the last one. He said, I got you. He called me, and at 1:30 in the morning, everybody else sleep. And it's like I promised him I would do it. So it's like, God, I need a song. Wow. God gave me Take Me to the King at 1:30 in the morning. Now, it wasn't 1:30 when I ended it.
Right.
That's what time I started. And then I still got to get up and take the kids to school the next, within a few hours. That's a lot. It's a lot to live with. But the grace of God.
And how many years now? How many y'all have been
married?
30 years. 30 years strong on this. 30. Now, I just saw that your son, Keziah, he and his wife are expecting a little one. What's some of the advice that you would give to him as a husband, as a father-to-be? Give us something.
Well, here's something very powerful that I can even say about Zai. Zai has seen some of the sacrifices and the things that he's watched as a young man.
Yeah.
And he's made a decision because he's an incredible musician. But I think that him watching some of the spaces that he's seen his dad had to maneuver, I don't know if he wants it like that. For him, I think he's chosen another more kind of traditional laid-back path, and I respect that. And I want all my kids to really have their own space, live your life, because this has come with a big price.
Yeah,
it's come with a price. And it's a price for any public figure. Think about it, man. Everybody else get to stumble in their marriages and families without the camera.
All on y'all.
Yeah. and when you got a camera on you like that, all the time, focus like that all the time, it's difficult. But the beautiful people that my kids are, I attribute it all to their mama. Tammy is a master class in parenting. The mother that she is to these kids, that she's been, masterclass.
That's beautiful.
I tell all the time that if I would have had a mama, I would have wanted a mama. Tammy too fine to be my mama, though. I don't know if I could.
Tammy be stepping, outfits, shoes.
Tammy too fine. I think I would have been a little bit inappropriate. Because
you are crazy.
Tammy too fine, but no, the mother that she is.
Yeah.
The greatness of my kids is because of Tammy Franklin.
That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. All right, so we have music, we have family. What else do you want to do? What's on that list that you haven't checked off yet? Are we getting the biopic? What are we doing?
Whatever's on the table.
Kirk, give me a real answer.
That's a real answer, Queen. I'm cool. I'm comfortable with whatever transpires on the table. Mm-hmm. The stuff on the table, it's always something on the table, but you got to let God breathe on what he want to breathe on. And you just be a good steward of it. Come on, Dimples. I see you, Dimples, over there. You're over there trying to, you got to show off your dimples.
Oh, my God.
Look at you.
No, but I love it. I love your energy, Kirk. We love what you've done. You are truly an icon in the industry. If you think about the stuff that you were doing, blending the beats and the from current stuff or, traditional R&B and hip hop, they're doing those mashups and stuff now. You were doing that years ago already within the music.
Getting kicked out of church.
And now we got mixes in church.
Literally, I was getting kicked out. I have been physically kicked out of churches.
What do you do when that kind of stuff happens? I mean, do you just all right, y'all, or are you?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, so many. I was at a Christian HBCU college 26 years ago, and I was playing some of my music, and the president of the college, in front of all the kids, came and turned my music off in front of all these kids, and said, "No, we're not playing that in here."
Wow.
And it was a ruckus. It turned into a ruckus.
Were the kids protesting? Were they mad?
Half of them were protesting. Half of them were agreeing with him. Because
really?
It was a very conservative Christian college. Yeah, but it was a mess. Now they've apologized since then.
I'm sure they have. Yeah, Kirk, come on back. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. And I came back.
Did you really?
Yeah. Why wouldn't
Come on now. I like that.
Grace.
Yeah.
Grace, man. We all.
I'm striving to get to that point. Because I still might have a little bit of soul. I still might be a little bit.
I love that too. You was like, whoa, hold on. What would you have done if you could have got to come?
Right. What would Jesus do? Lord.
No. I'm talking about you, babe. What would you do? What would you say?
Well, I think I'm a little bit busy for the next couple of years. I'm sorry.
For the next couple of years.
I'm
the next couple of years is crazy. Lord. No, I love that energy.
My life is I'm so serious.
For the next couple of years is crazy. I love it.
So, okay, I know you got to get out of here. Any more reality stories, reality shows?
Yeah.
The King,
Den of Kings. Den of Kings.
Gosh. So good. And the way that you're able to bring out things and ask stuff that they wouldn't even share with, regular folks. You get it in here. Where are we going with that? Is that still on the table?
Everything is on table. Everything's on the table. Timing and table, because it is about timing.
Yeah.
Everything is
But you can do multiple things at a time.
When the timing is right.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. One more question. Are you keeping the shirt on, Kirk? Keeping the shirt on the stages?
Because
I've been seeing you put
what
up
happened?
He be
I've never taken my shirt off.
Get out of here. I saw something.
I've never had my shirt off on stage. No, this is what you heard.
I saw something. No.
Maybe
I heard.
Yeah. No. I was in Jamaica with Jamaica. I was in Jamaica a couple of years ago and I had a tank top on.
Oh, okay.
And it was some ruckus because they felt like that the tank top was inappropriate. Yeah.
Kirk, you be out here. But we be rocking with you. Come on. But you know what? I think,
that's
again,
crazy.
It pushes boundaries for people who are very conservative. But I think your way it reaches people.
But I just want everybody to listen, ladies and gentlemen. I've never taken my shirt off.
He said he's never taken the shirt off. He had the tank top on. The muscles, the pecs were pecking.
I just want to promise everybody listening in Radio Land that your boy never took his shirt off.
Oh, my gosh.
Just make that clear, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters.
We love you, Kirk Franklin. Thank you so much. We cannot wait for this project to drop. Do we have a timetable? I know you are still working.
Yes, yeah.
When is it?
Soon.
Get out of my studio.
Hey, that's an OG answer. That's when you've been in the game.
Right. Get me hyped up thinking I'm getting exclusive soon.
I love you, Queen.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor. It's a great honor.
It's an honor to have you here. Kirk Franklin. And wait. Before you go, Kirk.
I can do whatever you want. You want me to do some drops?
No, I'm not doing no drops. I'm going to tell you this. I got to tell you this. I text my mama because she don't be impressed, I said, Mom, guess who I'm interviewing today? Kirk Franklin. She was like, oh, wow, I'm so excited about that. You tell him, let God continue to use him no matter what people say. That's a word from the Lord. Mom. Wait, you made the pastor's group chat. Here you go. He sure will. Tell Kirk the blood covers him, and he's saved and sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and every chain is broken, and all the strongholds are defeated. I just had to stop right there. I was like, Lord have mercy. I had to do my daughterly duties to pass on the message.
I love it. Well, see, and the truth is, that's my audience too.
Yes.
You know, so you got to almost do two different bodies of work to speak to everybody. Like, you can't just do one thing and let it be for everybody.
Right.
You know?
Well, so, that's what you're doing.
And I need that. I want that community to know I love and appreciate them.
Aww.
Are you kidding me? That matters to me.
Yeah.
They matter to me, and I want them to know they matter.